Have you ever heard someone say, "You're broke because of your relationship with money"? Think about that for a second. A few days before payday, are you already waiting for that deposit to hit? And when it does hit, does the money already have somewhere to go? Or does it just sit there waiting for the next 2 weeks to pass so the cycle can start all over again? I've lived on both sides of that equation. Back in the mid-1980s, I was living paycheck to paycheck. And let me tell you how different the world was back then. You could post-date a check and get about 3 days of good time before it cleared. That little window gave you just enough time to get paid and pray the money landed before the check did. Today, that doesn't exist. When you write a check now, it clears immediately. There's no grace period. Your money has to be right. As I got older, my relationship with money changed. I stopped letting money control me and I started controlling it. Because I carry very little debt today, my liquidity works for me. It creates more wealth. And that's what I want to talk to you about. If you're ready to change your entire financial situation over the next 12 months, I'm going to share exactly what I did to change mine. I didn't have any special advantages. I had the same lucky breaks and the same pitfalls you've had. The only difference is that I finally changed my relationship with money. There was a time when I couldn't even fill my gas tank past a quarter. When your job requires you to drive and you don't have enough money to put gas in the car, you live on pins and needles. You're just waiting for something to go wrong. I've been there. I know that feeling. When I bought my first house, I was 34 years old, single, and making an average income, nothing special. But I still bought a house, and the first thing I learned was that the home buying process isn't as intimidating as people make it out to be. There are programs, resources, and people who will help you, but you have to make the commitment to do the work and get yourself to the closing table. That's the part most people never talk about. The second lesson I learned is that adulting is real. You can party sometimes, you can enjoy yourself, but eventually it's going to rain. And when it rains, you'd better have an umbrella. There was a point in my life when I couldn't pay my mortgage. My ends weren't meeting. I had no money for gas. Eating became optional. I had to change my situation quickly. As an adult, you have to prepare for the unexpected because the unexpected is coming whether you're ready or not. The third lesson is taxes. There was a time when I thought taxes wouldn't be a big deal. I was wrong. If you live in the United States, you are already in a partnership with Uncle Sam. He is patient, he is diligent, and he is unforgiving. If you don't understand how taxes work, you're setting yourself up for a very rough relationship. Get a basic understanding now while things are calm, because when things get chaotic, it's too late. The fourth lesson is about regret. I watched a video where someone asked seniors what they would change about their lives. The overwhelming answer was simple. Figure out what you regret now while you're still healthy and fix it. Because once your health declines, once your finances collapse, once life gets heavy, you may not have the strength to correct those regrets. Fix them now. I've been blessed with the opportunity to mentor 3 young men between the ages of 20 and 35. And 2 young ladies in their late 20s and early 30s. They believe me, they trust me, and they respect me, and that's an honor. But what I've learned from them is that our school system isn't teaching financial education, not in any meaningful way. Unless you go to college and pay for it yourself, you're not getting this information. Sometimes it's better to have a self-taught uncle or father who's done the work and is willing to share it with you. That's the role I try to play. Here's my short financial story. I've always been interested in money, just like anyone who grew up without it. I was 16 when I bought my first life insurance policy. I didn't fully understand it, but the numbers made sense to me. A lot of my money lessons came from being broke. When you don't have money, you learn to get creative. You find free events. You find alternatives. You learn not to be anxious about spending money, but you also learn that your time is valuable. Over the years, I've written articles online and in print about my experiences with money, financial growth, and overcoming debt. Not everyone needs to chase the elusive $1 million mark. Some of you will hit it, some of you won't, and that's not a bad thing. When you change your relationship with money, you stop comparing yourself to other people. You start understanding what your numbers are. And once you know your numbers, you can finally identify what your goals should be. That's the beginning of financial freedom. Not the money itself, but the relationship you build with it. This isn't about getting rich, it's about getting in control. If this helped you, subscribe, comment, and stay with me. We'll keep building from here.